Thanks. I'm here at the Arctic Winter Games Arena in Iqaluit because Alberta's Premier, Danielle Smith, is spotlighting the Arctic Winter Games as an example over COVID restrictions. At a news conference this week, Premier Smith was urging Alberta organizations to drop their COVID vaccine mandates. Her example was the Arctic Winter Games. Smith said the Arctic Winter Games wanted $1.2 million from us to support their effort, and they were discriminating against the athletes, telling them they had to be vaccinated. So we asked them if they would reconsider their vaccination policy in the light of new evidence, and they did. Now, the Arctic Winter Games did drop the vaccine requirements on November 18th, but the president of the Games Committee, he said in published reports that it wasn't to do with the funding, that they were just following current health advice. Now, we tried to reach the committee president, but he was traveling and we weren't able to hook up with him. The Arctic Winter Games are a big deal in the North. Since 1970, the Games have happened 15 times and now happen every 2 years. It's a mix of Arctic sports and more general sports. You'll see everything from dog sledding to hockey at the same event. All 3 Canadian territories, Northern Alberta and Nunavik, round out the Canadian teams. The rest are international: Alaska, Greenland, and Russia, to name a few. For the Arctic, this is a premier event. The Games were supposed to happen in 2020, but were cancelled due to COVID-19 restrictions. This is Team Nunavut unveiling their uniforms just days before the Games were called off. Some of those athletes had been waiting until now for their chance at Arctic Winter Games gold. While the Games may be vaccine optional, it seems unlikely the decision will change the vaccination rate among the athletes. I spoke with officials from all 3 territorial teams. All 3 dropped their vaccine mandate for athletes when the host committee did. But the thing is, all of the tryouts, all of the pre-game competition, all of the training, you needed to be vaccinated to participate in those. Essentially, to make an Arctic Winter Games team, you needed to be vaccinated against COVID-19, and those needles will not wear off before the Arctic Winter Games. So Smith may have made her point, but the vaccines had already been taken. Back to you in Winnipeg.